Hey guys, welcome back to another movie review. Today we're doing two movies at once because I was just kind of too lazy just to make two recordings. So I just wanted to make one longer video. Today we are looking at Unfriended and its sequel, Unfriended Dark Web. So the first Unfriended movie is where like this girl, she gets on a Skype call with all of her friends, and then they start getting weird messages from like this anonymous account. Um, and turns out it's the account of this girl who died of suicide like a year earlier because she was and she committed suicide because she was bullied because of a video posted of her like acting all crazy, and she's like blackout drunk at a party. So yeah, I start getting these weird messages. And then when they try removing it with an antivirus, um, everyone in the Skype call starts getting killed one by one. Well, not really one by one, but one of their friends dies, and um, it's like a cool scene where like it looks like the picture is frozen, but they try calling her and you see the phone vibrating. It's I think it's a cool scene. Um, yeah, and it kind of looks like the ghost made her like drink bleach or something because you can see bleach on the side too. Um, and then there's a jump scare where the camera falls on the floor and then she's just dead. There's another cool scene where one of the friends, their camera is frozen, and then it comes back on, and like they're like sticking their hand in a blender, and then it freezes again, and then the picture comes back on, they're sticking their neck in the blender. um and then that guy dies, and then they start playing Never Have I Ever, which is like a game where you have to like put your fingers up, and they say like never have I ever done this, and if you haven't done that, you just do nothing. But if you have done what they say, like never have I ever, you put a finger down. Never have I ever created a YouTube video. It's like that. Um Never have I ever committed a war crime. That was a joke, by the way. I've never committed that before. Um, yeah, and like, there's a whole like, there's a thing where like this girl, she has like a boyfriend, and they're planning on losing their virginity at a prom night, but then her boyfriend finds out that she actually already kind of lost it to another dude who was also their friend. Um, so yeah, that's a bit of a rough scene. And then they kill this one character by like her camera freezes and it comes back, and there's like a hot hair curler thing in her mouth. And then the main girl, when everyone's killed, um the other guy dies because the main girl gets a paper printed out, and and it says it says if you read this paper out loud, or show it to the camera, that guy will die. And she shows it to the camera, and the guy like shoots himself with a gun. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like I don't really know how the ghost is doing that. Like she's just at all their houses at once, and she's like terrorizing them through their computers, and then she's not actually killing them. It seems like it seems like she's making them kill themselves. Um, Yeah. And then the main girl lies about her boyfriend posting the embarrassing video of the ghost girl when she was like drunk at a party. The video the embarrassing video is the girl she's drunk and she passes out and she passes out and kind of craps her pants. Again, it's a bit of a rough scene in the movie when it actually shows the entire video. Um, and you see that it was actually the main girl that filmed it. And then I don't even know if the main girl actually dies in the end. Maybe she just dies off screen or something. I don't know. But yeah, it sounds kind of dumb. Like it sounds like kind of a dumb premise for a movie, and I've heard that this movie was actually pretty hated when it came out, and like everyone was saying it was terrible. Like I've heard stuff about how it's boring and it doesn't make sense and it's not that scary. Um, which yeah, a ghost girl that was bullied into suicide and she's like come back to haunt their computers. Um, it sounds kind of dumb, but I gotta be honest, like not only is this like my kind of movie because I am into computers and like internet horror stuff. I watch all the time on YouTube. Um, I actually I actually really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty good. It's definitely not perfect, but I honestly really liked it. I I would give Unfriended like a 7.5 out of 10, which is good for me. That's like what I rate a lot of movies. That's like my that's like 7.5 or like 8 out of 10 is like my average rating like a good movie, a fun watch. Um like like 3 to 1 out of 10 is what I would consider bad, and 4 is like mid, and 5 is like okay. It's just it's kind of mid, but not really mid like 4. And then six out of 10 is like it's all right. It's not terrible. I could watch it again. It's it's like a teeny bit mid, and then like seven and eight is like good movie. I liked it. And then nine is I thought it was a really good movie, and a 10 out of 10, which is hard, which is really hard for a movie to get from me, a 10 out of 10. Because 10 is like masterpiece, like it's perfect. Um, which means the only movie I've ever rated like an actual like 10 out of 10 is Full Metal Jacket. But okay, done explaining the stupid ratings. Um, all right, on to the sequel, Unfriended Dark Web, which honestly, you for those of you that have seen the Unfriended movies, you might disagree with me, but I thought Unfriended Dark Web was even better. I actually like the second one more. So in Unfriended Dark Web, um, which I honestly feel like Unfriended Dark Web didn't like absolutely have to be an unfriended movie. Like Unfriended Dark Web has absolutely nothing to do with the first one at all. It's like it's barely a sequel. Like it feels like really the only thing I found Unfriended Dark Web similar to the first Unfriended is that it's friends on a Skype call and the entire POV is on a computer. There's like pretty much annual both Unfriended movies there's a it kind of like cuts out to a scene where it's finally not on a computer. but like pretty much the rest of the movie before the ending is like it's all on a computer. Which I think is a cool concept. I've never really seen like any other movie do that before. Which is another reason why I really liked these movies. Um, is because I like the concept of the whole movie taking place on a computer, like a screen. So, all right, this our main guy, he steals a computer from a lost and found bin or area in a coffee shop. And then it starts acting kind of weird, like stuff keeps crashing on him and stuff keeps freezing and it keeps opening his camera and he gets getting Facebook messages from singles in his area. Um and then he starts noticing some weird stuff about like plane tickets and then he gets a message from the owner of the computer, whose account name is Nora C, like Nora, and then a C, as like is like an initial for the last. Okay, whatever. Um, and and he's calling him like, "You're a thief. Give me my laptop back." And then he starts noticing some kind of questionable stuff, like the reason why the computer is being slow is because it's, be- it's because there's like a storage or a folder with like 990 gigabytes of videos in it, and all of these videos are like I'm kind of realizing how much more I'm talking about the second one than the first one, because I just found the second one to be way more memorable. All of the videos contain like videos from like security cameras, and they're all people who definitely don't know that they're being recorded. Like it's got just like regular old security cameras of like someone just like cooking, but it does have some like embarrassing personal stuff. Like there's a video he pulls up of like some guy, he has his shirt off and he's just doing this weird dancing to like a music video. It's kind of funny, but like it's kind of scary to think about. Yeah, people will do weird stuff in their private time. Everyone's guilty of it. Um Including me. I won't say any of them obviously, but yeah. Well, one thing I'm not afraid to say is that I have ADHD, so in my private time, I just kind of like pace around my room and like run around my room and like get up on top of the bed and stuff and just start like standing on my bed. It's good. That's not that weird, but that's just something I only do in my private time or in my free time or whatever. And yeah, they start getting messages from all these people named Sharon, and then they see that Nora C is Sharon backwards. So this computer is owned by a Sharon hacker. And once again, they try reporting it to the police, and they just make the hackers mad, which is bad idea. Um, and they start killing all this dude's friends, like which probably one of my probably one of the new coolest like concepts I've seen. I have never seen a movie where like somebody gets swatted, and this movie does that. So so one of the friends is like a conspiracy theorist, and he posts like conspiracy theory videos on YouTube. Um, and then the hackers they grab up a bunch of clips of his videos and they turn it into an audio of what sounds like him saying, "I'm gonna go pack up all my weapons and go downtown to the mall and have some fun." Um, and then they call the police, and then they play that audio, and then the police come to this guy's house, and then they like get into his computer and play a shotgun loading sound effect on full blast, and the police hear it and they kill the guy. It's it's a it's a kind of a crazy scene in my opinion, and really cool. I've never seen a movie do that before. I think this is the only time I've seen a swatting call happen to someone in a movie. There's a scene where a girl has to choose whether her mom in the hospital with cancer dies, or if her girlfriend, another main character, dies. And then she does a really dumb move and doesn't choose at all, so both of them die. Um which I guess kind of makes you feel for her a little bit, but like not really, because she was being really dumb by not choosing. Like if I was her, I would honestly choose my mom, because she's in hospital, like pretty much immobile with cancer. Like she's probably gonna die soon anyways. So, but yeah, it's another This one has like a big twist at the end. Um, they You find out that it was all a lure, and the hackers, they all wanted that laptop to be found. And shut up, water bottle. I hate when water bottles just make that stupid pop noise out of nowhere. Sometimes it's an actual jump scare. Like, what was that? And then our main guy, just dies in the end. He gets ran over by a car after like a vote. Will the main guy live? Yes or no? 90% of them choose no. And then all of the hackers show up, and then you see that the entire movie, it zooms out, and the entire movie took place on the screen of another hacker. Um, so yeah, the hacker has been watching their every move since the beginning of the movie, which which was a honestly great twist in my opinion. I think it was good. One thing I didn't like, One thing I didn't like about this movie is that whenever the hackers appear on screen, there's like there's like this and they have like this encoding error aesthetic on them. It just looks super fake, and like that doesn't happen like when a hacker shows up on screen. Like there's not a bunch of like glitch effects on the screen that hide the hacker's face. Um and it's not even just on the hacker, it's on the entire screen. And it just looks really dumb and it's completely unrealistic. Um so yeah, the hackers look kind of dumb, but other than that, I really liked this movie and thought that he was even better than the original. But yeah, I guess that was I would give Unfriended Dark Web an 8 out of 10. Um Unfriended Dark Web's not it's not like way better. It's not like a massive improvement from the first one. I still definitely like the first one too, but I enjoyed the second one better. Um all right, so I guess that was reviewing both Unfriended movies. Would I recommend them? Yes, I would recommend both of them, especially if you're into like computer horror stuff like that. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.